I wanted to give a couple more ideas that you can have in your first Photoshop tutorial and make sure you had some resources for you. So I'm going to copy and paste a picture from the internet, paste it in here, and do some modifying of it and talk a little bit about how layers work because it's a really awesome function. So I'm going to switch over to Google, and my favorite actor is Denzel Washington, who created a scholarship for Chadwick Boseman. And I just love that story. I love Chadwick in Black Panther. Denzel is, I think, the greatest actor of all time. And so I'm going to do a little tribute to him. But I'm going to take a picture of Chadwick Boseman. Now, when I'm searching inside of Google, there's a couple of options here that are really important to hit on. You want to get the highest resolution picture that you can. So you go to Tools over here, and I go to this thing where it says any size. Go to larger than, and I usually select at least 2 megapixels. You can usually find pictures that are much, much larger. But for our purposes, 2 megapixels, 4 megapixels are going to be good enough for most of your uses. Okay, so here we have a picture of Chadwick Boseman, and I'm going to right click on the picture. I'm going to copy the image. I'm going to flip over to Photoshop, and I'm going to go to Edit and Paste. And there you see a nice big picture of Chadwick. Now I'm going to do the same thing for a picture of Black Panther. Now if you notice, layer 1 with Chadwick on it is in front of the background layer. I can turn these eyeballs on and off to see the 2 different layers. I'm going to switch over to Google again. I'm going to go get a picture of Black Panther, obviously. Photoshopped, not Photoshopped. Photoshop, not Photoshopped. Here we go. Right click, copy image, and we're going to paste that in there. So edit, paste, and I also look at and see this, Control V. I'm going to want to start remembering some of these quick key shortcuts. It's going to be important to work inside of Photoshop more quickly and efficiently, and it's also going to be on your test. So it's a good habit to get into to start learning these quick key commands. So I'm going to paste that in there. And I'm going to change the opacity here so I can kind of see through it. And I want to line up this. So to make things bigger, smaller, rotate it, I do free transform, which is Control T on the keyboard. And I'm going to go about lining it up so that it fits right over the top of his face. I'm going to zoom out, Control minus a couple of times. Adjust this, get it on there, and really try and line up the eyes as best I can. And I can use the directional arrows too to help me line this up. I'm going to pause it here, and I'll have it all lined up where I want it. All right, so I have the Black Panther layer lined up where I want it on top of Chadwick. And now I'm going to erase this. And I'm going to use this function, but you could also use just the eraser tool over here, the eraser tool, and erase through it like that. But I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to use something called a layer mask. This is going to be something that you want to use a lot of. I'm going to get the paintbrush, use a black color, and get a nice soft brush here. And now I have kind of my tribute to Chadwick and Black Panther. Maybe a little bit more adjustments that I need to make to get it to line up a little bit better. Maybe a different picture would look better. But you can do all kinds of things. You can even apply filter and transformations on different things. So I could like liquefy this and, you know, really goof up the, now we have like the black bowl or something like that. That's kind of cool looking, actually. All right, so there's something else. You can copy and paste pictures in there. You can recolor them. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can go to image, adjustments, play with all these kinds of things. Just try things out. All right, I can't wait to see your pictures.